Hey everybody, welcome back to Tyranny, now with good audio. So, something has been bothering me. I noticed it and then it bothered me about the audio in the last couple of videos. And then I had audio issues with other stuff, like using voice chat and Skype or Discord or whatever. And I really just noticed it. I did some tests and I noticed it. And there was a major issue that for some reason it was the audio from the game was repeated, and you could hear it on the second try, but it was 1 second delayed or something. And it's really annoying, and I have no idea what to do about it. So I uninstalled my audio drivers and I tried to reinstall them. They didn't reinstall, and apparently there's a problem, a major issue with the drivers right now, and I don't have audio drivers at all at the moment, or some kind of middle state of them. Fortunately, everything works well. So I can't really deal with audio, and my headphones have to be disconnected, even though they're normally connected alongside my speakers. I don't know, there's problems. Basically, there's problems. I need to figure them out, but I can record, even though it's super late today. I want to still record. I've been dealing with this for like over an hour, so I'm pissed right now, but whatever. What were we doing? I don't even know what we were doing. Where are we? What's going on? Sorry about the audio issue. Nobody tells me anything. Return to the Grave in Ashe. Starting to tell him about the burning library. Okay, trial archons, whatever seats of power. Just need to do more of those things. Okay, reputation. What news do we have? Staff of Hours. Okay, you equipped a powerful artifact. Sure, and this one gives me the slowing signs. All right. And in terms of these, sure. We should, however, like check spire situations and stuff. So there's stuff that we can go get. There's stuff that we can go get. We did get a missive, right? Where's the missive? This one is missives. Subject of the spires. This is in transit. 1 day remaining. Okay. We said we can talk to people and see if there's new stuff, but I don't think that there was anything interesting, super interesting. And we went to Fatebinder Cesspar and see that he could we can reallocate the entire thing. I'm not going to do that because it's just, it's too much of a hassle. I'd like to train. What can you train me? I don't even know what's going on. So he can't do anything. He's 0. She can have new training and stuff. Two-handed weapons. No, dual wield, she's over it. And parry and dodge are cool. So let's do a little bit of both. And we're happy. You guys have a lot of stuff. Kind of. What can Corpse Eye do? Probably nothing. Not sure. Oh, okay. Big bad boss come to talk. Look at my wares, handpicked from the finest of battlefield corpses, I can assure you. The Scarlet Corpse member's milky dead eyes roll in their sockets as he bows deeply, mocking you. I'd like to... Mind your tongue, I've killed for less. And all this time, I thought it was only my eyes I had to worry about. Yeah, okay. I know when to bite my tongue. Scarlet Corps gain very minor wrath. Very minor wrath. They hate me anyways. I don't really care. I'd like to talk. Sure, boss. You'll talk. I'll pretend to listen. I prefer one-sided conversations with figures of authority. Make it real easy for me. Not really a name you come across every day. Corpse Eye. Unusual, yeah. His eyes cloudy and scarred, bob unfocused in their sockets, and he grins at you, revealing several cracked and missing teeth. Fitting, you tell me. You can't shake the eerie sense that despite appearances, Corpse Eye is in fact able to see. After all, didn't you recently witness him fighting on the battlefield? Regardless, he doesn't seem to find his condition at all distressing. How'd you end up with the Scarlet Chorus? How does anyone, if not through piss-poor luck, know what happened when the chorus comes a-calling at your door? And you don't open it? Worse than this, he warns, waving 2 fingers over his eyes. But I figure I've made my way of things working for a Fatebinder now. What finer honor could there be, right? He laughs, chokes, and hawks a glove of spit at your feet. What do you think about the voices of Norat? If I were a betting man, which I am now thanks to the chorus, I'd put my rings on Norat, and any churl with 2 wits about him would do the same. The Scarlet Chorus member shrugs. I don't fear many things no more, but he's sure one. Why do you fear him? He's got a real means of making his problems go away, big or small. You don't want to be in one of those problems, boss. Remain silent. Oh, gain favor with Scarlet Chorus. Got a real talker on our hands, have we? No matter, I'm real good at filling silences. Corpse Eye hums to himself, off-key. One filmy eye drifting to the side as he bobs his head to the tune. Okay, now let's see what you have. Ooh. Purple things. I mean, meh, but you know. What is this? Heavy leather armor. She's basically just wearing heavy leather armor. She could wear better armor. Right, Scarlet Fury armor. Light leather armor. It's just significantly better than what I'm... Not significantly. A little bit better. Because Crush and Frost, for some reason, is nothing. I just have heavy leather armor, which doesn't do anything. But this has the specifics of 0 Crush Frost for some reason. I don't know why. Crimson Spear armor. Again, with the specific things that are just not there. I don't know why. Barbed fur mantle? Thorns? And everything else is kind of just normal things. Yeah, he doesn't have anything particularly interesting, I would say. Yeah, can we click this? We haven't been here in a while. Your influence spans even further, and you can see almost hear the whispers of 1,000 voices echoing through the resonator. Walk away, whatever. So there's nothing really interesting. Let's jump to the other spires then. And check them out and see what's up. Zoomp. Zoomp. That's the word that we're using. If the audio... I've checked several times. If the audio is screwed up, I'm going to be really angry. But I think it should be fine. Okay, you dude. Have you completed forging an item? Your recruits have been hard at work. Let me show you what you have done. Yay, some stuff. Whatever. Talk to this guy. What have you made for me? Recruits can generate items. I don't have anything at the moment. Check back later. So he gives me a conglomerate of everything. Why don't you forge something for me? I don't know, man. I don't really care about that stuff. Headhunter. It's praying. It looks pretty cool. And it's a thing. And locked iron gauntlet. Immunity to disarmed. Oh, okay. Simplicity. Student. +5 to all magic skills. That's pretty sweet. That is pretty sweet. It really doesn't cost much. It looks pretty good, I guess. Atrophy and Gravelight. Sorcerer's Blade. Thieves' Bravado. Impenetrable. 50 parry with health below 35. That's nice. Yeah, I'm not even going to go over all these at the moment because whatever. But something that I just noticed is that she's wearing crap. And this is just heavy leather armor. So can we just upgrade this a bunch? And make it better? I mean, she doesn't really need armor. But I could do it a bit. Yeah. I mean, eventually she'll get some... I mean, I'll find leather armor with bonuses, like with stuff on it, right? Because right now I have nothing. I should wait for that instead of doing what I just did, which is stupid, but too late. Too late. Tamarin. Hello, man. Show me what you got for sale. So, I should be checking, like, more seriously if they have anything for Verse to wear that is cool. Yeah. So he can teach me... Apparently Frost, I'm doing really well with Frost. But not Fire. I could study up on some Fire. I don't know. At this point, I'm like, whatever. I never use it though. I kind of use Lightning more than anything. It's just let's do Lightning. Lightning. Get up to 35 and not care. And I leveled up in the meantime. He's gonna level up too. He's got 14. Yeah, he doesn't have any fire. He's never gonna do fire. We're just gonna do Frost and Lightning. Yeah, Frost and Lightning. All the damage. Whatever. I just went whatever with it. I'd like to train Vigor, Stone, and Atrophy. Nah, I just deal damage to stuff.
I cannot.
You can. I'd like to train Fire and Atrophy, and he goes all the way to 150, which I'm not remotely close to. But let's level up our peoples. Affliction, Duration, Endurance, Will. I guess we wait because we want quickness and wits more than anything, so we're not going to use that. And on you, we could do more quickness so that your spell cooldown will be better. I don't mind that, actually. Sage and Preservation. So we were in Preservation, then we went to Sage to do this, and we want this as well, greatly improve lore skill. Which means we need... Oh, we could do that right now. Additional spell slots. Ooh, ooh, I kind of want both of them, obviously. We're gonna do the spell slots first because we're gonna go over to the spell side and have some fun. So what about you, leadership? So do we want Undying? What does it do? It just puts down the banner, which I'll forget to ever do. Once per combat, when your health becomes critical, nearby allies have their damage and quickness increase. This never happens. Apply the lash. So we've got the call to battle and apply the lash. Exhort a component to improve on the battlefield, granting them stuff. Sure, I guess. I mean, maybe we could go into other stuff. We did the magic. Nothing really super interests me here. Shock damage on hit. I never attack anything with my goddamn staff. Who uses staffs? What? Energy shield. I don't really need. This is enfeeble. 4 target versus parry weekend. I don't use those things. Damn it. Spell reflection. This is a wave of energy that deals randomness, hitting all nearby foe with a random damage type. That sounds pretty good. It has radius around you, I think. It's a spell thing. Nothing else really. I remember going over most of their stuff. There's nothing super interesting other than leadership, really. Power is, yeah, and agility is running away and stuff, and whatever. Let's do this. It's another skill that seems nice, that I will never, ever use. And now I can go over here and check out some stuff. So, Lantry has some more stuff. Lantry has the most stuff. Yeah, maybe we should reset. He already has all of the lightning. We want to have more. He has Icicle Storm, but he doesn't have Rhyme Spike. Maybe Rhyme Spike would be pretty good. Like if I click Rhyme Spike, we could give it... He has 160, right? So this could be even better, which means the cooldown is even lower. And strength could be even stronger, which means it deals not significantly, but somewhat more damage. But it goes up to 165, which means can we like not have this at all? And then it's 155, and then we put this. Why remove? Oh, because it's specifically on her. Reset. Okay, how then let's start from scratch. Frost. What is this? Arctic ground. Holy crap. Well, I don't even know how some of these things are. Influential domain gives me plus 90 lore. 90. What? We start off at 90? Freezes the ground in an area. Enemies in the area periodically receive a stacking penalty to recovery and might slip and fall prone. What? Prone affliction, 10% recovery time for 10, so they're slower. Control frost and lore, which is super high for him. Intensity means it's the recovery time is, nah, that sucks. Our accuracy is better in trying to hit it. I think makes a lot of sense for me to want to have. And what's the duration is 12 seconds. The cooldown is 2 minutes. Recovery sigil doesn't help that much, honestly. A little bit, but not that much. Bleeding means they will bleed, which is cool, I guess. The user gets recovery time. I don't know. What does this do? Timeless form. Prone affliction for 2 seconds. This is actually, this is pretty good. It's pretty good. I like it. Area of effect makes the radius bigger. And range means you can cast it for further range. So we're going to go here. Oh, damn, we're off by 5. I hate the off by 5. I hate that. I guess we're going to remove this, and then we can add range. Then we can actually... Will it happen more than once during a fight? Probably not. Again, you can't do it? Come on. Fine, whatever. I'm assigning it. I don't care. So he has that, whatever that is. Directed force, we know what that is. Do you also have that with lightning? You do not. I only have ball lightning and fulmination and the rest of them, which he does have. Fire, though, you can do scorched ground, arid lands, scorched lands, whatever you want to call it. Which is pretty much the exact same thing, just with they get fatigued. Okay. Meh. I'm gonna skip that one. Emotions. Can we do slumber? It just makes, yeah, everybody go sleep. This could be pretty good. I mean, he has crap emotions, but it's pretty good. He's not very emotional. I'm going to go with accuracy here because his control emotions are crap. But this could be basically AoE. Actually, maybe, what about this one? Giant boulder. Stone spike, and this one is the flesh to stone, which we use. Flesh to stone is actually pretty good. I think because it just, somebody goes sleepy now. We're going to add this, and we can add all of the things to it. So, yeah, we can add all of the things to it. So we add this, we're going to add the range, we're going to add this, we're going to add all of the things. Bleeding, so they bleed and they petrify? Does that make any sense? Recovery time for photo, yeah, okay. You know what? Let's do it. Let's do this. Assign that, boom. Sure, whatever. Here we are at maximum 140. We could probably add, we can't add anything, never mind. Here we're at 140, we can add this. What is this? Surge of Glory. We really don't need that, and this is too much. 145, can we add any of these? No, we cannot. 145, can we add? No, we can't. Yeah, we didn't actually have an increase in lore. No, we did not. And for me, the same thing. I think for most things, yeah. Maybe we can improve like these marginally. Like an electric jolt, we can marginally improve. Yeah, we can do this. Better accuracy on electric jolt. Make sure that it hits. Update, sure. Fulmination. Strength, deal more damage. Sure, why not? Update, boom. Here, update. No, for 55. Ugh, we don't get there. We do not get there. 145, 155. You could do this. Update, boom. Just stronger. We got stronger stuff now. Because we can. Boom. All right. I think I did enough booms right now. She can still level up, but we don't want to do that. Let's be off. We picked up everything we can here. We kind of upgraded some things, whatever. We can go to the final spire here, to the ocean spire. Check what's up with that, and then we can continue. Going to stuff. Sage. What's the status of research? I'm happy to say I've made progress, and we get some scrolls and plans for Hierarch's robes. The Sage library comes through the scrolls. Yeah. Hierarch's robes can be created, access Spire Forge, proper materials, blah, blah, blah. I want you to research something. Potion recipe. I never use those. Shield. Could be cool. Sigil scroll. Sigil scroll. I want sigils. I kind of want Silent Archive. Oh, conduct research to find recipes for new items. Research the Silent Archive? Sure, that sounds interesting. Sure, let's go with that. Busy researching the Silent Archive. Sure, whatever the hell that means. Yeah, and we already leveled up all the things that we can, so we can now go back to our forge. I just wanna check it, like the robes thing that we just unlocked, I think. I wanna check it. Let's see what that is. There's a lot of yes. I want you to forge something for me. Deathbringer. Is this good? Scythe of View. All enemies in a cone, ignoring their armor. All helpful attack effects on the target of damage skills with Deathbringer's renown. Sounds pretty good. Vitality for 5. Unweapon crit. Sounds like a good weapon. I don't know. Sentinel. Pride of the Forgotten. Simplicity. Scorn. Sentinel. I'm sure some of these are super awesome, but I just... Where's the robes? Nightwalkers. Weren't there, like, robes? Were there robes or something that I just unlocked? Wasn't it? Hierarch's robes. Jesus Christ. I'm like completely missing it. What? Plus 10 all my... This is really Dude, not enough materials. What? Why? No, I want this. I want this now. I need 10 pelts. Hides. How do I get hides? I want this. This sounds fantastic. This is so good. How do I get more hides? Dude. This is really good stuff. This is a two-handed weapon. Thieves' Bravado. Exquisite is a one-handed weapon. Parry, whatever. Maybe the hacks, this axe is super good? I don't know. I need more hides in order to get that super awesome robe, apparently. Whatever. Return to Graven Ashe in Iron Hearth and tell him. Let's return to Graven Ashe in Iron Hearth and tell him. Ugh. So I made myself tea before starting to record, and then I noticed the damn thing, and then I went on the saga of restarting my computer 15,000 times and trying to uninstall and reinstall the audio drivers, which is why I don't have tea anymore, because I already drank it. Received a message from Fembatter Myothis. Of course we did. On the subject, so what we asked is about mention of Graven Ashe. KOKOStern, this is the sort of question that can get you killed. Very little is known about how Archons are born or come to power, and my long life has taught me that Kairos and the Archons prefer it that way. If the young and talented remain forever in the dark, the old and mighty can rule without challenge. I heard of Ashe. He will always be merely Ashe to me before Kairos renamed him and gave his legion that backhanded title. As a rebel, a grimy, illiterate partisan, who was winning battles while his countrymen of the Northern Kingdom lost left and right. Ashe was always a good leader, but he wasn't born able to mystically reach out and protect his soldiers. The earliest mention of it isn't even until the tail end of the Northern Conquest, and if you read the journals, they don't tell stories of grievous harm warded off by Ashe's stern looks. Instead, they talk of his soldiers finding their fears and doubts lifted from them by Ashe's presence. A careful reading suggests that ability to actively protect physical harm came years later, as that bond grew, and more importantly, as his legend grew. The legend part is the key detail, and my understanding on Archon's power is something of a self-fulfilling prophecy. That's what I said last video, or 2 videos ago. The widespread perception of an Archon's power is the very thing that strengthens an Archon's power. So in Ashe's case, he had some early inkling of a power, the ability to assuage the burdens of his men, and he took on a mantle of power and became known all around Terratus as the next Archon of War. It soon became the ability to bear the physical burdens of his men, not just their fears and doubts. Thus my advice to you is to act like an Archon. Take power where you can find it. Foster fear, foster love. Never walk through life anonymously, but rather live in the thoughts of your followers and the anxieties of your enemies. This missive is archived. I think we're kind of done talking to Myothis. Cool. Let's go talk to Ashe. And basically, it was basically what I said. I mean, didn't really tell me anything I didn't know. Kind of what I thought. That's how it worked, and I was right, I think. I do want to go, actually, let's go up and just see if there's like a better... No, it doesn't make any sense. Never mind, it doesn't matter. Whatever. I wanted to see if there's a better leather armor for her, but for Verse, but doesn't matter. Click. Disturbing news arrived at Iron Hearth regarding your conduct at the Burning Library. I will let your report speak for itself, but let it be known that I have misgivings. Ashe worries the end of his beard and looks at you with an air of expectation. First things first, the Edict of Fire, is it truly over then? What is left of the library burns no more. That's a great relief. Seldom is an edict meant to last for long, and the implications of the Edict of Fire have always troubled me. I have stayed up nights wondering if the flames of Kairos' wrath might spread out from the library and consume the whole of the tiers, but that is ridiculous. The Overlord would never allow such a fate to befall us. Thank you for putting an old man's fears to rest. My efforts to burn the library were successful. I have other questions for you first. I return... What is your car? I return for this... Yeah, what? The Burning Library region is now controlled by the disfavored. Then the Scarlet Chorus have been ousted from the contested lands, and the forbidden knowledge wrenched from their grasp. Tell me more. Marek is well and in the contested lands. Good. He can help maintain the peace and ensure that the wisdom of the sage falls into the sages falls into no undeserving hands. Have you anything else to report? I killed the censor and her gang. The Tears will not miss another louse of or her brood of vermin, and neither will I. Good work. Have you anything else to report? I have the Silent Archive. You Fatebinder, I tasked you with keeping the archive away from prying eyes, not claiming it yourself. Surely you can't help but recognize this is a breach of Karis's law. I just remembered that we have the archive, and it's a thing that you can put like a ring, and I didn't remember to do that. I just remembered that. I need the knowledge of the archive in order to conduct this war. Average Wrath. Lie. I checked with Tunon. I have no excuse for my actions. Average Wrath. Both of them Average Wrath. Basically, he's gonna be pissed with me. Okay, I'm not gonna lie to him. I'm gonna go with 1. Forbidden knowledge that Karis decrees no one should have. The freedom to access? I think not, Fatebinder. You would do just as well, be honest, with honest combat and good sense on your side. Have you anything else to report? That's all. What are our next steps? Our advantage against our enemies grows. So, yeah, they're... Oh, this is Graven Ashe specifically, not the disfavored, and I gain wrath with the disfavored, not Graven Ashe specifically. And we cannot miss an opportunity to strike a decisive victory against the Archon of Secrets. You have been an asset of unsurpassed value, but there is more still to be done. Now that we have 2 regions under our control, this favored presence is felt almost throughout all the tiers. This is as strong as we've ever been. Ashe gives you a determined nod, but there's something behind it that takes you by surprise. Then you notice that he's gone pale, his eyes unfocused. The Archon shakes his head and collects himself. When he shifts his attention to you, you catch a momentary confusion reflected in his gaze, and if he's trying to account for the last several seconds. Verse, I saw that look plenty of times on my family farm, and it's never a good sign. Someone is getting ready to be put out to pasture. General, we await your orders at your leisure. Beric tips his head to the Archon with concern. The time has come for us to gather and descend upon the Stone Sea, where the voices of Narat and his gang have dug their miserable warren. Once we've dealt with the Archon, I plan to melt down his twisted helmet and drop it in the deepest ocean. First, we have to secure a base in the region. That will give us a position of strength to rally our fighters and take the war to the Archon's doorstep. Are you ready? You look pale, Ashe. Anything I can do to assist? If I look weary, it's because the damnable Archon of Secrets has vexed me for too long by far. We are better rid of him, and I won't have you wasting time on issues that don't concern you. Do you truly think you can defeat the Archon of Secrets? Do you doubt it? I'm not naive to the Archon's power. The voices of Narat uses madness to cloak his brilliance, but never mistake it, he is mad. Cold tactics and a logical approach will always win out against the likes of him. I'm ready. What do we do? Where do we start? I sent an advanced unit of disfavored forces into the Stone Sea, but the Scarlet Corps' presence in the region has them threatened in the location called Howling Rock. I dispatched a support unit to assist, which you can find at Jagged Maw Shrine. They will need your help clearing a path to Howling Rock. What can I expect to find there? Why do they need my help? A tribe of beastmen occupies the region, and they aren't quick to tolerate a human element in what they imagine to be their territory. They are no concern of mine, so cut down as many as you see fit to complete the mission. Garb yourself in their skins for all I care. Just get my soldiers through. Beasts are more than capable fighters, and they ripped more than one of our countrymen to shreds during the conquest. Ashe has no love lost for their kind. Jagged Maw Shrine is now unlocked. My Earthshakers have a plan to blight the land, starving the Scarlet Chorus in their home territory. Offer them any help they need, and see my will done upon the voices of Narat. We are nearly at the end. I can feel the Archon's doom ahead of us, like the peace at the end of a slaughter. Okay. So, quest complete, extinguish the flames, report back to Graven Ashe. And now it's going to go away and show me another quest. New message, a missive from Rogulus. Anything else? And a missive from Tunon.
Won't happen.
Seats of Power quest updated. Find a way to the Aurora Spire in the Stone Sea. Find a way to the Dawning Spire in the Stone Sea. Both of them in the Stone Sea. Alright. A Trial of Archons, addendum added. The Tears Will Shake. And we've got missives and we've got stuff. Okay, wait. New quest, the Tears Will Shake. Travel to Jagged Maw. I got like 15 different ones. I'm just reading them off as they come along. And we're done. Okay. So, where the hell's the missive? The Sound Archive. That's what I meant. 1 wits, resolve, and trap detection. So trap detection, sure, whatever. Resolve and wits, those are pretty good. Those are pretty good. So we've got Regent's Pride, which gives us 3 resolve, which is amazing, and we're going to keep that. And Control Lightning 10 is pretty good, but I think this will be better. So we're gonna go with that. Can we give this to Lantry instead? He has +10 lore. I kind of want the +10 lore. Nah, it's fine. And 1 quickness. Yeah, I think actually quickness is better. Yeah, I think it's fine. I think that's fine. Okay, so I did all of those. Let's read the missives from Fatebinder Regulus. A matter archival. Fatebinder KOKOStern, forgive me the curtness of this rushed missive. The matter is too urgent for the luxury of formalities. I know that you braved the flaming ruins of the Vellum Citadel. The archive, did you find it? Is it safe? Lie, tell him you destroyed it. Tell him you kept it. Tell him you never found it. Ask him for further information. So, you seem to possess more than a passing familiarity with the Silent Archive. I thought it was something of a secret. Perhaps an exchange of information is in order. Tell me what you know of it, and I can provide you with its current whereabouts. Or, naturally I saved the archive. Why would I destroy the culmination of centuries of sage learning when it could be turned for better uses? It is an impressive artifact. Perhaps one day we'll have to show it to you. I'm going to ask him for more info. Because, I'm not going to lie. I never lie. But, why are you so interested? Tunon. You are to report to the Bastard City at once. Be prompt, lest I mistake your tardiness for reluctance. Ask for more information. Send an excuse. I am occupied with the investigation of Archons. If you wish to interrupt my efforts, I can return to the Bastard City, but I have much to lose if distracted. Ask for more information. Man inquires why. Send a confirmation. As requested, I'll appear in the court in good time. I'm just gonna go. I'm itching for something interesting like that. That's cool. It's interesting to me. Let's go check it out. Let's go check it out. Let's do it. Yeah. And now we've got Jagged Maw and Halfgate. Cacophony. And the 2 spires are here. All right. Let's go to Tunon's court. I didn't make a big save, which I didn't make. Judge's Day. Fancy blackness. Okay, let's see what Tunon wants. I hope it is interesting. Received a message from Regulus. I'm gonna come up to you and like talk to you. You have me under Mark's blade. Huh? Oh, I mean, okay. I possess only scraps regarding the archive, fragments gleaned from oblique references across a dozen texts. The sages sought a way to preserve all knowledge they collected, yet have it easily accessible to those they felt worthy of their secrets. I have found no reliable reference to what the solution they eventually settled on, but there certainly exists indications that they implemented something. Several documents intercepted over the years, some as recently as the Conquest of the Tears, make references to the sages bearing their discoveries to the Vellum Citadel as tributes to be paid to the Silent Archive. The manner in which they wrote of it, I half expect you to tell me that the archive is a living person, some sage volunteer kept alive, or else in a state very like life. Though the guide's arts of preservation and healing, their mind forcibly filled to its borders with every stroke of ink set to parchment, compelled through sigils of domination to reveal what they know to those bearing secret signs. I enter the realm of speculation, I fear, for we have exhausted what little evidence we have. Keep me in suspense no longer. What became of the archive? I'm gonna tell him we kept it. Yeah, I'm just gonna be cool. Tunon, excellent. We await your return. Cool. I'm here, man. Totally here. We're gonna make a big save right now, and then we're gonna talk to our buddy and see what's up. Let's talk to Blood and Mark.
Remember years back when I told you justice is just the name for the biggest sword in the realm? Claiming the Dauntless is part of establishing your own might, your own authority. Even if you dislike its heft, I'd advise you to keep the blade close. It has symbolic value beyond its martial applications.
Okay, so when we made a small visit, he said this, so...
Of course. Yeah. Any authority you may be carving for yourself is sanctioned only with the understanding that it's for the greater glory of Kairos.
Sure, bro. How about a little breathing room, kid? Did you want to have anything to say? Probably not. Hey, Tunon. What up? Can we talk to Regulus or not? Regulus looks you up and down with an inscrutable expression. Okay, nope. Regulus, if you need something, you wrote that you could illuminate the darker corners of Terratus. She glanced at your Kader in a private missive. Yes, these are things I won't discuss with the hearing of outside ears. So, we were here and we talked to her, but I can't remember her or him. I don't remember. Anything you can say to me they can hear. And then he says, no, address your followers. Okay, I suppose not very every conversation need to be recorded. Shuffles away, Barrack, as you wish, and such yourself. We went through all of these, so I'm just gonna... I don't remember what we said, but I think we went through all of these, and I think we're good. I'm more interested in Tunon right now. Bitter Quip, Mocking Blaze, and Blood Mulch. Let's go talk to Tunon, see what's up. Okay then.
You return as summoned, despite the weight of responsibility on your shoulders. The court appreciates your devotion to our good work.
He likes me. And hates me.
It should come as no surprise that your activities are closely monitored. As an extension of Kairos' law in the frontier, your progress is a topic of some interest. I sent you on a mission to bring order to the chaos of this civil war. Not enough time has passed for me to expect any significant progress, but I am curious about your findings all the same. I want to make sure your time outside the court's shadow is being used effectively.
Okay.
I understand that you've made a name for yourself in the ranks of the disfavored. Good. With the confidence of his soldiers, you should have no trouble rooting out corruption or chaos in Graven Ashe's elite legion.
Say nothing. Average wrath. The disfavored are the hammer I swing at the tears. Nothing more. Average wrath. I'm happy to be asked to Kairos' forces and to pull chaos out from the root. Sure.
That is all this court has ever demanded of you. You do well to recall your duties with such exacting precision. You have spent some time on your own recognizance. The efforts of our military and the challenges they face should be no mystery to you. Tell me, are you any closer to determining which of the Archons is at fault for the troubles of this campaign?
I do not have sufficient information to make an informed accusation.
Come now. Your decision does not bind you to an accusation at this time. I only wish to know if you have had success uncovering any evidence of misdeed or malfeasance. If you believe either of the Archons has acted in a manner not befitting their station, give voice to it.
I have enough evidence of the Archon. I don't feel comfortable making an accusation at the time, and he'll be pissed off. Voices of the Rat seem more guilty than Graven Ashe, dude.
Interesting. On what grounds do you make this claim?
Gave disfavored. Okay, wait. There's one with subterfuge. The Voices of the Rat took every opportunity to provoke Graven Ashe. He baited the civil war into happening. Or, well, just look at him. He's terrifying. I have some proof that the Archon might be up to something suspicious in the tiers. I kind of want to click the subterfuge, but subterfuge, I'm kind of scared that he'll kill me or be pissed off. I'm gonna press 4.
I suspected as much. Though what the Archon of Secrets thinks he can gain from inciting such a conflict is anyone's guess. I look forward to receiving your full report. I will summon you again at the appropriate time. If there's nothing further, you're dismissed.
I have questions, but we've already asked everything, so... Okay. I should probably read that, because I honestly don't really remember. Against Graven Ashe. During the conquest, the favorite soldiers killed sages who were recruited to the Scarlet Chorus. The Scarlet Soldier wanted the steadfast insignia and artifact lost to the Old Walls. They sent a civilian to trespass in Blade Grave Old Walls on their behalf. Okay, not very good. Either unqualified or too undermanned to take Duskwatch by force, demonstrating Ashe's misappropriation of soldiers even in his own territory. Colluded with the Unbroken Region, producing an heir. The Servant Soldiers wanted access to the Twin Reavers' Old Walls. Marek, an Oathbound Scoutmaster, lost track of his own soldiers. Encroached on a Scarlet Chorus Operation Stone Sea territory legally claimed by Narat. Feeding the Stalwart Defenders' battle plans. This is much more damning than all of these small incidents, in my opinion. Aided the Unbroken. Yeah, basically, yeah. 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 Seats of Power. We need to go do this. The other things. So this wasn't really much, I wouldn't say. Can we talk to these guys? If we're already here. Nope. 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 Do 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 do. Running in line, running in line. Yeah. Aurora, which is over. The bench is called Aurora. Yeah. Oh, Sevis. Anything beats a prolonged siege. Endure the war where you can. Hail Ashe and Kairos. Okay. So there's nothing much really to do here. And this was a waste of my time. Cools. Let's click this button. Okay. Jagged Moss Shrine or Halfgate. So, a Tears Will Shake. Travel to Jagged Moss Shrine and meet the disfavored forces stationed there. What's in Halfmon then? There's a spire located in the Stone Sea. However, go to the Edict of Stone. Navigate the chasms, difficult in determining its location. Once the spire is located in the Stone Sea, is known as the Aurora Spire. The Beastman and the Edict of Stone crumbles all known parts of it. You'll need to know the route. Okay, so we also have... This is definitely where we need to go. And this is... It's on the way. So... I guess we're going here. I guess we're going to Jagged Moss Shrine. We're at 41 minutes. Alright. Let's start this off. Ooh, crystals. And see where we end up. Crescent Runner. Silent Archive. Research items complete. Ooh. Receive a missive from Fatebinder Regulus. Rarely in my life have I experienced relief to the extent that your missive inspired. Quest update, the Tears Will Shake. Travel to Jagged Moss Shrine. Speak to Satis or Radix. No other action you have taken to this point, incredible as many of them have been, has impressed me so thoroughly. The vagueness of the better uses of which you spoke could concern one with less faith in your judgment. Once the Civil War concludes, you and I shall have to study the archive thoroughly so as to determine what aspects of it can be saved and which must be purged under the law. Sure, I guess. Cool. Sure, I guess. Spire. Yeah, stuff. I heard. I got it. Heard it. Whoa. Shaking. Okay, we're all under the Edict of Stone. Tremors and earthquakes plague the region. Periodic rumbles and shifting cause characters to fall prone in combat. All characters have stone magic skill increased. The party gains an increased to prone defense, while foes have prone durations increase. Minus 15 on magic skills. Why? Prone duration, control stone. And weakened bane. Well, let's get rid of this edict. Which I don't really... What do we know of this edict, actually? In last year of conquest, when the Archon Karen rebelled against the Kairos, an edict was proclaimed upon the realm of Azure. To preserve our peace, the promise of safety to our citizens, all Archons must submit to our will. Any Archon who refuses proper submission must be brought to justice. Therefore, let the foundation of Azure be shattered and life drained from the land while the traitor Karen draws breath. So Karen's still alive. Iron Walker, Crescent Runner. Take some random crap. The Stone Sea environment is harsh and unforgiving. Arid plant life is about all that can survive in these. Blah, blah, blah. Take this. Can take some crap. Satis and Radix. Strange Formation, Touch Monument. This rocky protrusion, magical origin, as Karen roamed the Stone Sea during the conquest, was rumored that structures like these were found in his wake, contain traces of his essence. Place your hand, symbol of stone. We already know the symbol of stone. You already know the sigil of stone.
Negative, Fatebinder.
I'm a positive Fatebinder. Whoa. Aged planks of wood and withered rope are the only things keeping travelers alive while crossing the great chasms of the Stone Sea. There's nothing interesting here, right? Nope. That is none. Let's finish collecting things and then have a chat. Shall we? What is this? Poultice. I want hides. I want 2 more hides so I can make that delicious, wonderful, awesome thing. Rand and Karen's leaf. Okay, let's have a chat, shall we? Fatebinder. The soldier salutes you with a smack of a meaty fist on bronzed armor. Lieutenant Satis, at your service, ma'am. He jerks a thumb. His gauntlet caked with dust and blood towards a mountain of a man behind him. Won't get him to admit it, but Radix is too. That's Commander Ironcore to you, baby brother, and you as well, Fatebinder. Commander Ironcore. The elite Iron Guard casts a steely glance in your direction without offering you a salute. Forgive me if I do not have the time to entertain idle pleasantries. We're on a campaign of the highest importance. I am sure you understand. Sadis clears his throat with a sound that's half hacking, half deep guffaw. He slouches in lazy attention, a hand resting comfortably on the hilt of his broadsword. I humbly apologize for the both of us, but if you don't mind me asking, what's brought you to these parts, ma'am? He tips his head to indicate the stone expanse behind him. Sure, she looks pretty, but don't let those beak pigs fool ya. The land's a tangle of danger. I have a lot of options here for some reason. Betray Alliance, still a possibility. I thought I might stir up some trouble, starting here. And then you start murdering everybody. You too? You related? I'm gonna go with that. I'm just gonna go with that. I'm not gonna read the other ones. I'm just gonna go with that. That's right, ma'am. We're brothers born, if not bred. He slaps Radix heartily on the back, the iron underside of his gauntlet resounding like the clang of a funeral bell. We share a mother, much to Radix's regret. My brother, impetuous as he is, likely to rely on brawn and chances he marches through life. I, however, being elder and of higher intellect, am fortuitous enough to have inherited the call of the land. He says that, but I'll be the one keeping his head from getting lobbed off when we're attacked next. If these two get any more sentimental, I'm just going to push their faces together as hard as I possibly can. No kiss. Okay. You were raised apart from one another? It's not like he was sent away on account of him being 12 years old. 12 years older, wow, and annoyingly apt with magic. He left for Tortalis to study under Karen. Sidus smacks his brother heartily on the back. Can't say I missed him much. You ever been buried alive, ma'am? Shaky, shaky. How long ago? I do remember Mother was quite proud not of that incident. She was unreasonably furious, even though I fell. I left you an air hold. He taps the toe of his boot on the ground. Thoughts likely as tremors as the earth. Thoughts likely as tremorous, I guess, as the earth around him. Sure. It was a great honor to study under an Archon. You have separate fathers? Who were they? Don't know, the lieutenant shrugs, but it doesn't really matter, does it? If it were just our father, this one could have been rid of me, but you can't deny the lineage of the womb, nor a woman's inheritance, even if I did choose the front lines over Radix's stodgy guild. That's right, for better or worse, we're indisputably bound by blood, though you wouldn't know it as Sadus exhibits only the most minuscule of Mother's traits. Tortalis, what's in the north, right? That's in the north, right? Obviously, despite my master's increasingly irrational inclinations and his age, Kaewin was a northerner, same as you and I. The Iron Guard settles his stance, peering silently towards the horizon for a moment before he continues to speak. Tortalis is the longest continental mountain range in the Northern Empire. Naturally, it was upon its highest peak that Karen established the Earthshaker Guild, and where painstakingly accumulated the potential of my abilities. What was it like studying under Karen? Excruciatingly arduous yet edifying. Can you use more big words, dude? You smart? Do you want me to claim he was like a doting father? I cannot. He was ruthless when he needed to be, and above all, brilliant. So be it. Betray Alliance. Okay, the Earthshakers. I love it when such a monumental kind of thing is a text option, you know? Anyway, the Earthshakers are the arcane arm of Ashe's military, correct? An astute observation. Our guild has devoted ourselves to the study of Earth Arcanum. They're both disfavored, though. And as such were the disciplines of Karen before his unfortunate end. As his prime and closest pupil, it has befallen to me to inherit Karen's legacy. He sweeps a brief, stiff salute. I am Radis Ironcore, mover of mountains, Iron Guard to Ashe and second master of the Earthshakers. And he's not at all full of himself, laughs good-naturedly. If mages demonstrated more modesty and attention to their task, the army might be less severe in doubting their worth. Titles and honorifics are earned, not simply spun out of a storm of bravado. Karen, isn't that the Archon who rebelled against Kairos? Fadebrother Kaleo cast the Edict of Stone in 430 in order to kill him. Precisely, yes. During our primary campaign to conquer Azure, Karen broke completely from Ashe's command, and shortly thereafter, Fatebinder Kelly cast the edict of his execution. The Iron Guard widened and resettled his stance, arms clasped stiffly behind his back. While I devoted myself as Karen's apprentice for many years, rest assured that as the inheritor of the Earthshakers Guild, I remain steadfast in my services to the disfavored. Kyrus's demand for loyalty is absolute. This I understand well. The Iron Guard taps the heel of his boot against the ground, annoyed, causing pebbles to quake and jump in the near distance around him. So Karen is dead, but the edict still stands. Why? The edict, from what I just read, means that he needs to die in order that he to stop. So if he's dead, then what the hell's going on? What I can neither understand nor forgive is why we should choose such filthy savages over his own disciples. By savages, you mean the beastmen? Quite assuredly, for Karen to risk the entire guild on account of such primitive beasts, it is wholly contemptible. Not only did he bring ruin on himself, but he very nearly rained the same on us. You're both an Earthshaker and an Iron Guard? How did that come to pass? It was not by choice. I can assure you, I merely desired to study under Karen's tutelage, but after we pledged our allegiance to Ashe, the position was more or less forced upon me. He looks down for a moment before catching himself slumping. Not that I could resent a position bestowed upon me by the general himself, though I am not one for rank and file as Karen's protege. Clearly I was the ideal selection. To be an Iron Guard is to be recognized by Ashe personally. The Archon of War loves his soldiers to a woman, but he only grants his favor to those who distinguish themselves. There is no greater honor. Okay. What are you and your squad doing stationed in the middle of the Stone Sea? We're weeks into the into the escort op of fire and damnation. I'd say I got the detail as punishment, but the general claims he chose me on account of this jerk being my kin. He thinks Radix will listen to me when I tell him he's about to step off a cliff. As if that would happen, he waves a dismissive hand. My brother is a dreamer, though his fantasies are often insipid and ill-devised. We are en route to Howling Rock to bolster our fort and the Earthshakers protecting Karen's remains. Howling Rock is once a fertile swath of farmland. Howling Rock, as the Stone Stalkers took to calling it, is now a precipitous stretch of craggy peaks and bluffs that roils with the cries of slowly dying Archon. On account of you, I'm skinning beastmen and digging rock spurs from my boots instead of sacking stalwart, sadist levels at the Iron Guard. If I was going to dream for anything, it would be about leaving this wretched shithole realm behind. Another matter. What exactly are these parts, and how are they dangerous? The Stone Stalkers call this place Jagged Maw Shrine on account of a crystal formation on account of the crystal formations. If the beastmen don't kill you, the constant quakes and steep drop-offs damn well will. The jagged outcropping of rocks is considered a sacred land to the Stone Sea's beast tribe. Come now, the quakes are a little consequence to an Earthshaker, baby brother. If it's the foul beast we must contend most with, and why you are here. Tell me about the crystal azurolith formations in the region. The locales call them Elder Teeth. We have been researching their properties, which seem to amplify magic somehow. Karen was very interested in them, and sought to better understand them before his untimely demise. He looks off in the distance as though hoping to catch a glimpse of his master. Not getting along with the locals? Which ones? The starving simpletons of Halfgate who mule their grievances against us to the chorus, or the beasts who nightly crawl the cliffside seeking to flay us alive? Why is the beast tribe in the Stone Sea trying to kill you? Did you know they first welcomed my Earthshakers into these lands? They do tend to hate the disfavored, though, don't they, baby brother? Damn right they do, but rather than agitated, his voice sounds mirthful from behind his mask, cocky yet easygoing. We put the fear of Ashe in them. The Iron Guard presses 2 fingers to his temple, suppressing a sigh. God damn it, brother. Regardless of the means, the beasts have commenced attacking us, Earthshaker and soldier akin. We had hoped to draw on our common ground as mages of the land, but after first accepting us, they savagely accused us as trespassers and stealers of some nonsensical substance they called Elder Teeth, which are these. What exactly are Elder Teeth? These, he just said that. It's what the beastmen call azurolith. Oh, they call them such because of their teeth-like formations, and the elders in their tribe use them. He shrugs as their odd reasoning. At their odd reasoning. We know that they have mystical properties such as amplification of magic, and we are still studying their uses. Karen himself was fascinated. The beastmen considered the place to be a sort of shrine. Something about big elder teeth and dead ancestors have made it sacred ground to them. Shit if I know or care. The Shakers say it's a place with concentrated magic, and that's about as far as I understood it. Ask him about military stratagem, and he'll light up like a spark of sulfur, but when it comes to alchemy and arcane, his understanding is fundamental at best. The site's sizable protrusions of azure light exude a temporal resonance on par with a geoentropic elucidation of the purest regularity, motherfucker. Wow! So, as one could imagine, the area has particular value in the study of Earth Arcanum and is likely as well appealing to those creatures who hold some attunement to the land. Right. What? I'm gonna go right, of course, because I am a lore character. The mountainous man rumbles a deep laugh and claps you hard on the back. It's refreshing to speak with one similar understanding, considering my company of the last several weeks. You're kind of a cunt, aren't you? Alright, he nods gruffly. Brief me on the course's troops' movement throughout the region. Boom. Shit if there aren't more of them than maggots out here. Can go 2 feet without needing to gouge someone's entrails out. The soldier rubs at his pommel of the sword edgy, but most of them have swarmed Halfgate looking for warm bodies. Crude as my brother is, I agree with his assessment. The course are rather semblant to maggots. Sanguinely inconsequential, yet annoying numerous, both squish beneath stones of adequate acceleration and mass. Jesus Christ, they wrote this guy. Damn. He taps his foot in a slow but eager rhythm on the ground and then stops, settling himself once more into stillness. However, more pressing matters have need of my attention presently. Even Radix likes killing chorus screamers, but he can't stay from the perimeters of his post, and I can't stray from him. Aw. Oh no, what a convenient shame that you're both stuck here and need someone else to do your dirty work. Verse shakes her head. Pathetic. Your report has been sufficiently informative. I'll sure be avoid the forces going forward. Unfortunately, this sounds like a problem for you more than me. Send me to strike at the heart of the population, and I will make the disfavored proud. It kind of sounds like a lapdog. I'm not a lapdog. I'm gonna go with 3. Glad I could be of service, ma'am. Ashe sent me to assist you with the efforts to solidify our hold in the Stone Sea. So you do come with a purpose. The Iron Guard turns the crushing weight of his attention on you, one strengthened by both magic and the austerity of his resolve. After a moment, the severity of his scrutiny slowly crumbles, and he nods as if to an unspoken decision. I'd be a fool to turn down the aid of a Fatebinder, especially one so renowned. I'll accept any assistance I can acquire in uniting with my Earthshakers at Howling Rock, and defending the fort they have erected around Kairon's remains. What the commander is trying to say is we're beholden to have you. Cadus, I don't know, grunts, shooting his brother a pointed look. Getting to Howling Rock's is the easy part. Only it hasn't been that easy. We've been waylaid with chorus forces and beasts that'll rend your limb to limb sooner than you can blink. They're bloodthirsty sons of curs, mark my words. What do you think Kairon's betrayed his orders? This favorite officer scrubs a hand over the nape of his neck, hesitant to answer. Why would anyone? He shrugs. The world's full of vices to tempt a soldier. Booze, brothels, betting. For some reason, they all start with a B. I figure Earth magic must be a damn mire of a drug to tempt an Archon from duty. Guess they aren't so inhuman after all. What can you tell me about Kairon's demise? Only that I've heard he's not dead yet, and I mean that. You can hear him at night shuddering and moaning like the wind through the mountains. He shifts and restless the weight of his heavy suit. The Shakers could tell you best why they've been treating him, keeping him alive. It's experimental, not restorative. I assure you, as I've already assured Ashe, it's for examination and learning purposes only. There is yet much knowledge and power to be gleaned from our forebearer. We assembled a base of operations surrounding Kairon's remains? Obviously, securing Kairon was our first priority. You think we'd let these savages, or worse, the chorus, get their hands on him? I did say I'd come to help you, but that doesn't mean I'm willing to battle both chorus and beasts in order to do so. I fear neither man nor beast. They'll cut us a path to Howling Rock, regardless of who stands in our way. I'm gonna kick some ass. That's what I like to hear, ma'am. Definitely he drew his swords. With the other option, maybe they could have helped me or something, but I'm gonna kick ass on my own. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't matter. And crouching carves a basic map into the silt-covered ground. Fastest route there through Stone Down Gorge. Course, the area is swarming with chorus and beasts alike. Carve us a path, and we'll follow close on your heels. He tips his head to you in good luck. Get us there in one piece, and I'll name my broadsword in your honor. We'll slay enough of them to have an armory named after us long before long. I suppose I could stand for a few more swords named Barrack out in circulation. I wouldn't want a sword named after me. That's just... Well, I guess my name makes a little bit more sense. I don't know what Barrack means, but my name My first name is Eyal, which in Hebrew means powerful. So, I guess that's cool. I mean, that makes sense for a name for a sword to be named powerful, strong, you know. That's the meaning of the word. But, yeah, I don't know. Barrick, people have named weapons after you? They have indeed. The cohort that followed me across Apex and Starwood took a liking to how I handled myself in battle. I'm big enough that I can heft broadswords others found unwieldy. They added weights to their training sticks to toughen up and started naming their assigned blades after me. He looked suddenly crestfallen. Though I imagine most of these blades were lost or destroyed in the Edict of Storms, I left too many friends and too much of myself in the ruins of Old Stalwart. I need to see some preparations first. Understood, ma'am. Stone Down Gorge is now unlocked on the world map. We're prepared for heading out and await your readiness. Sadis pounds a fist to his chest in farewell. Holler if you need us. But don't count on me or my shields to save your ass. Our duty is to protect the Shakers, so we'll be trailing a ways behind. Faintbrother, should you arrive before us, which I am almost assured that you will, you'll need this code, the Sigil of Karen's Forgotten Name, to gain entry into the compound. Pay attention, for it is quite an intricate sigil. The master of the Earthshaker Guild calmly demonstrates the sigil by twisting and drawing his fingers through the air. Though it appears to any witness to be the motion of a spell, he lends no magic to the mark, deceptively using it as a coded communication instead. Show it to the guards and they will know you are one of us. Practice the sigil of Karen's Forgotten Name. Yeah, do this. He tilts his head, impressed. That is good. Adjust this finger like so on the down curve. Yes, precisely. You live up to your reputation. Yeah. Bye. I guess that's it. New quest. Curving a path, eliminate the stone stalkers. Anything else? Quest complete, the tears will shake. Speak to Sadis and Eretics. That was the quest, just getting here. That's about it. Okay. And that's it. So, I am fully capable of handling the Beastman, Lieutenant. Keep alert when dealing with the Beastman, ma'am. They can be damn aggressive. Well noted, but I cannot stay to speak further. Understood, ma'am. How can I be of service? And I clicked Redix, actually. Glare silently. Understood. Yeah, there's nothing else that they could really say. We've done everything. Well noted. Okay. So now we both have Stone Dome Gorge and Halfgate. So we've got both of them actually open to us. I guess we'll just go on the path and see what's up. Like one step at a time. Kill these guys, kill these guys. We're actually over an hour. We chatted with them for a long enough time. So we're going to be done for today. I am going to have some trouble with more audio stuff. Next week, once again, I'm unsure. I've actually have... So this week, I said last week that I have issues this month. And actually, I didn't actually know how much. Every weekend, I have something. Like, I might be traveling. Next weekend, I'm going to have someone here. This weekend, I had someone here. I had a family member visit me. They left, so I could do this. They left early in the day. Next week, I have a visitor. The week after that, I might be traveling. And the week after that is the Global Game Jam, which means I'll be at the Global Game Jam. So I can assure you that 3 weeks from now there will not be a video because there's a Global Game Jam and I'll be busy. But other than that, the 2 next weeks, I have no idea if I'll be able to do a video. Guess we'll see. Thank you so much for joining me as usual, and let me know if the audio is okay. If you can, just leave a comment below. If you're watching this, leave a comment below. Be nice and tell me that the audio is okay. It takes you 5 minutes, all right? Wow, it does not take you 5 minutes. If it took you 5 minutes, don't do it. It takes you 30 seconds. All right. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Cheers.